What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Madden 21 video for you guys here today. Today, I just want to kind of talk about the market and go over some of the prices, show you, how much you can get some of the training for, as well as where I see the market going, what you should invest in or what you should be wary about dropping more, and everything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and head into the market first and show you some of the higher tiered players. So if we go up to like the 90 overalls, now obviously we have 91, 92s. And, Barry is a 93. But we have a lot of 90s in the game right now. We can see the prices on these cards are sitting about 120, 130. If we were to sort them out, it's probably going to be about 125. Actually, for Sean Alexander, it's still 129, so there's no more of him in here. So maybe other cards there will be. But for the most part, Reggie Wayne is 119. So some of them are going to be around that 120 card. And they're four pretty good overall cards, right? So if we go ahead and check this out, we got 89 speed, Reggie Wayne with 89 catch, 86 catch in traffic, 87 spec, 88 short, 89 medium, 87 deep. These cards are pretty good to go for that 119,000. But what's so great about this as well is the fact that you're going to get tons of training to go ahead and get a 90 for only 119,000. So he is someone that is definitely going to go down in price, right? So you look at legends are definitely cards that will go down in price, because if he just got a card, he probably won't get a card for a little bit. His card will go back up in price when they are getting ready to either give him like an ultimate legend or another promo, depending on what they decide to do with each individual player. If we go ahead and we check out the quarterbacks, Dan Marino, Michael Vick is in the game as well. You can see a 91 Michael Vick is only 179,000. Now this is pretty crazy because, like I said, you're getting not only tons of training, but you're also just getting tons of good cards for very cheap. You can build your team very well for very cheap. I'm gonna go check out my item binder and just do the math on training. If I wanted to, let's say, power up a couple of players, I didn't mean to click square. I always forget that it's not square when you are in your item binder. It's gonna be X. So we're gonna go to upgrades on Tony G, and you can see the total amount that we spent to go ahead and get him up is about 2,400 training, right? So it's 1,200 training is the refund I would get, plus obviously his item back, but it's 2,400 training is basically what you went ahead and spent to go ahead and get this Tony Gonzalez card. So 2,400 training is, if I was to buy a 90 for 119K, I would get 5,000 training. I would basically spend about half of that. So it would cost only about 60 to 70,000 coins as of right now to go ahead and power up, some of these players, right? So I definitely advise, this is something that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to go ahead and get a lot of the Chief Theme Team players, like the Tyrann Matthews and players like that. And I'm going to go ahead and power them up all the way, right? So even Bobby Bell, I haven't bought his top card yet, which I definitely need to do, because if we check the price on it, it's going to be very cheap, right? It's only going to cost you 87,000 coins to go and power that card up. So I advise anybody that is definitely looking to power up cards right now, I would go ahead and stock up on training and do this. I can see the market definitely going down more, but if that happens, it's not really a big deal if you bought training right now, because it is so cheap, right? At this point, the next promo we have coming up, today is the 13th. I'm assuming Halloween will come out probably around the 20th, maybe not this Friday, but next Friday, which I think is like the 23rd or something like that. It might come out a little bit earlier than that. I'm not 100% sure. But doing that, you can go ahead and get, obviously, like I said, a lot of players powered up for the prices that you can go ahead and do. I definitely advise this because of the fact that I could see a lot of prices going up when the new promo drops for a lot of cards. So someone that I see getting a new card is obviously going to be Patrick Mahomes. Right now, all he has is a core elite, which is going for about, not that expensive, right? 64,000 coins for his core elite right now. I can definitely see this going up when Patrick Mahomes gets his new card in the new promo. Maybe this will go to 80, 85. It probably isn't going to be a good investment just because I don't think the gap of how much you can make would really be worth it. Maybe on his power up because it is only like 3-4K for his actual power up. But more than that, I do think invest in these cards on your team for players when you're looking for cards that you're looking for long term. So a great way to do this, especially if you are looking for a theme team, is for one, I would Google it, right? Because a lot of players, they might not have the tag for the team, but they will have that chemistry. They say you could use this chemistry and go down to the team, right? You can use the chemistry down here and go all the way down to the team you want. But I found that at least it doesn't really work for me as well. Because, for instance, DeAndre Washington, even though he's in a Raider jersey, he is a Chief player. And it doesn't really show me players that could be put on the team that, we just don't get to see because of he is another card, right? So, for instance, this Marcus Peters, it does show us it because he is a Chief. But if you were to go 88, 89 to the Ravens, it's not going to show you that card, right? So at least last year that was the case. I'm going to check it for you guys right now. We're going to scroll all the way down to the Ravens. And you can see that you can't actually see Marcus Peters, even though Marcus Peters is a Ravens themed player. So I definitely would go ahead and Google search it because Muthead, they can make lineups on there, and it shows you everyone that can get those tiers. But for instance, Marcus Peters, Tyrann Mathieu, which Tyrann Mathieu is on the team, but Marcus Peters, Kareem Hunt is another one that is a Browns player, but if I could power him up and use him as a Chiefs theme, if I want to go ahead and do that. So I definitely advise doing that for anyone that has a good amount of coins right now. What I would advise is, for instance, I have almost 1.2 mil. I'm probably going to go down to about maybe 600, 500,000. You want to keep a good base. That way, when the next promo comes out, you're definitely going to be ready to go ahead and do that because we're still getting a bunch of free players right now. Make sure you're doing the Derwin, obviously, but you're getting a front of free players from, Team Affinity, things like this, right? So obviously I haven't done for the 89 yet, but you might as well get those done first and then just use the extra coins to go ahead and upgrade your team. So hopefully this video kind of helped you out with just a little bit of the market right now. If it did, definitely go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell, and as always, I will see you guys next time.